Manchester United 0, Atletico Madrid 1. Atletico win 2-1 on aggregate to progress to the last 8 of the Champions League. Yes, people, why football ends? Always, if you enjoy football reviews, please consider subscribing on my road to 700 and drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people. And leave your thoughts of this match in the comment section down below as a United fan, Atletico fan, or a football neutral. I'm going to start by saying I'm disappointed. There's a lot to talk through. I'm going to talk through this match and Manchester United as a whole. Now, I am not a Man United fan, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm going to give a unbiased opinion on Manchester United Football Club. And I think United fans, some of you need to hear this, to be honest, because a lot needs to be said about your club. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not going to put Arsenal bias, United bias, none of that into it. I'm going to say what I see on face value as someone outside of the club. You were horrible today. I don't care if you played well in the first half. You came out without scoring a single goal at Old Trafford in front of your fans. The decline is unbelievable. No legends of Manchester United would allow something like this. To not score a single goal in a Champions League tie at Old Trafford and to go out 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. I'm going to talk a little bit about Atletico Madrid first because the main part of this video will be on United. So I think we should at least touch on Atletico. They were good today. But then again, it's not anything I didn't really expect from them. They were resolute, they were solid, they played to the system, everyone did their job. And big shout out to Renan Lodi, their left back. Unbelievable today. Up and down, bombing up, scored as well for them, the winner. So good, man. Just someone like that committed, unbelievable stamina, up and down the pitch, always on the end of crosses, crossing it in. And he scored because Alanga, I believe, didn't track back on the right hand side, and it was a left back who scored a goal from a right side cross. So it just shows you the difference in quality and stamina of the two teams. Atletico Madrid committing bodies forward, Manchester United not bothering to commit players back. Let's talk about United now, though, because make no mistake about it, even though Atletico won this tie, United lost it. And by that I mean it was theirs to lose. United, they came out with a terrible performance away from home, yet still a 1-1 draw coming back to England. You really should have taken the point that you got away in Madrid as, oh my god, we came out with a point when we played horrible. Alanga saved us. You should be thinking, now we're at home, let's get the win and let's progress. But you've done the absolute opposite. I'm going to touch a bit on the referee because although the loss wasn't down to the referee, he was bad today. I mean, I don't think any of his actual decisions were bad. Like, I don't believe it was a foul on Alanga, for example, which led to the Madrid goal. But he just did not give yellow cards for anything. Just refused to give any yellow cards. I don't know what was wrong with him. Either way, I don't think any of the Atletico Madrid players committed enough fouls to get a red card. But he just was reluctant to give yellow cards. It was an odd performance from the referee. I don't think that was the reason United lost, but it wasn't a great... I think we have to highlight that it weren't a great refereeing performance. But yeah, going back to actually Man United, multiple problems at the football club. Multiple problems. I mean, manager-wise, Rangnick's not going to stay longer than this season finishing. Who do you bring in? Like, it's $1 million question. Do you try and prize away Antonio Conte from Spurs? I'm not sure. Pochettino's an option. For me, I think you should look at someone like Ten Hag. I think he'll be a great manager, a young manager. I think the way it's going nowadays in football is you need to appoint a younger manager. I've noticed that a lot of clubs, unless you can get a top manager, I'm talking the likes of a Guardiola, Klopp, and even they're quite young to be fair. You should be looking at young managers. You shouldn't be looking at these old heads like Benitez, Ancelotti, none of them. Go for a young manager, a young up-and-coming manager, because lots of clubs are doing it. I mean, Bayern hired Nagelsmann. Of course, you've got Ten Hag, who's fairly young. Arteta at Arsenal. Even Gerrard and Lampard are getting jobs as well now. Xavi's got a job at Barcelona. It's a lot of young managers coming into world football now. And I think that is the wave. I think that's the wave. It's fresh tactics, fresh ideas, and something to give this Man United team a change, because there's a lot of players in there that I think they think they are better than they are. A lot of egos in that football club. Don't get me wrong, on paper, Manchester United got a good squad. They've got good players in there. Bruno Fernandes, great player. Ronaldo, obviously one of the greatest of all time. Pogba is they unbelievable. But as a team, cohesively, they do not work. They're playing as individuals, not as a team. You can have the 11 greatest footballers of all time. If they all play for themselves and not for each other, you're not going to get anywhere. And I think that's the problem at Man United. They need a strong manager, and a manager that's firm, and a manager that demands respect to get the best out of these players. At the start of the season, when I predicted the Premier League table, I said Manchester United will not challenge for the Premier League this season. They fluked a second place finish. They fluked it. They were not good enough to finish second last season. They got it off dodgy VAR decisions and scraping a lot of points. And it came to the forefront this year because they're not consistent enough. Yeah, they've got match winners on off occasions, but they're not consistent enough to dominate games and win football matches. And the key thing is no one is scared of Man United anymore. And that's a real big problem. They've lost their fear factor. I'm not going to lie, if you go to play Liverpool, Man City, you shouldn't be scared of any club. But you've got some doubt around you because they are unbelievable football clubs that can tear you apart limb from limb. When you go to play Man United, you're not scared. Watford went to Old Trafford the other day and got a point. They didn't look scared. They set up right. They were defensively assured and they kept the clean sheet against Man United and countered. And they came out thinking, we didn't really have to do too much and we got a point. I'm guaranteed if they went to Man City would have torn them apart. It just shows you there's a lack of assurance around Man United and teams do not fear them, and that's a problem. And it starts from the manager and it starts from the club as a whole. You need the right manager in place to get the best out of these players and to bring a culture back to Manchester United. There's a lack of discipline amongst these players and it comes from the culture that will be demanded from a manager. Another thing that shocked me was bringing on Juan Mata. I don't think I've seen Mata play in so long, in donkey's years. I remember him when he was at Chelsea. He's done nothing for Man United, to be honest, and you're bringing him on when, I'm not sure, but I think you have Lingard on the bench who did well last season. Surely you don't bring on Juan Mata, man. I know it's for a centre-back, but what are you doing? Is that how bad this got for Manchester United? They're relying on him with 10 minutes to go. I mean, it's just an absolute disgrace. And this loss here means Manchester United will not win a trophy this season. Another trophyless season for the football club. And to be fair, it's bigger issues than trophies. I think a trophy would have papered over the cracks for Man United anyway. But it just does show you that they are really lacking direction as a whole club. Their whole season's pinned on finishing top four. And even that, they're underdogs for that. I mean, Arsenal are favourites right now for that. Bearing in mind, I will be reviewing Arsenal versus Liverpool tomorrow. A massive game for the title and top four. It'll be right here on Wine Football, so subscribe for that one. But yeah, I don't think they're going to get top four at this rate, Manchester United. I predicted they will at the start of the season just because of the quality they have. But there's just no cohesion, no chemistry, no kind of consistency. They lack the three C's. I mean, it's a struggle to comprehend why Manchester United aren't doing as well as they should be. I know I've listed the problems, they've got the ego problems, lack of cohesion, etc. But despite that, you still expect them to do better than they are doing. There's good footballers in their team. Pogba's a good footballer. I rate him. I rate Fernandes. Obviously, who doesn't rate Ronaldo, one of the greatest players of all time. But just something's lacking. I think it's the spine of their team that's the problem. Because, yeah, you've got a good striker in Ronaldo. Yeah, you've got okay up-and-coming wingers like Sancho. I think it's a bit overrated, but he's still an okay player. You've got a decent cam in Bruno Fernandes. But the actual spine of your team is lacking. You need a centre-back next to Varane, who you're missing. Because Maguire ain't it. I'm telling you, Maguire ain't it. The spine needs to be there. You need a CDM. You're literally a pack of polos right now. A bagel donut team. No midfield. Matic ain't it. His legs disappeared in 2015. So until you get a proper CDM in place, you're going to have no spine in your team, which I think the CDM is one of the most important football positions on the pitch because they allow the attackers to frees up the attackers and allow them to literally just do their thing. I'll sit back, defend the back four, shield the back four, you do your thing. Attackers can't properly attack if they know they've got to defend as well. They've got to do a shift for the CDM because the CDM ain't doing the hard yards. Manchester United need to sign a CDM. It was priority number one. They still haven't done so. And to be honest, I don't know who they will sign in that position because I can't think of a top-class CDM available right now. Do they need to sign any other positions? I mean, for me, there's a lot of positions lacking. I mean, right back, you had Diego Dallo playing today, who was on loan last season. Is he good enough for Manchester United? I don't think so. Maguire at centre-back, is he good enough? Definitely not. Tellez, he's alright, he'll do, but he's not a world-class left-back. I mean, the fall from grace is unbelievable. The fact that he had players like Rio Ferdinand in the studio talking about Man United, Paul Scholes. These are Manchester United legends who would not stand for stuff like this. Because the club is just falling apart piece by piece, and each season they're getting further and further and further. And last season was a fluke, make no mistake about it. They finished second. Did they deserve to finish second? There's absolutely no way they did. Yeah, they finished second, but it was a fluke season. They're falling further and further behind, and major changes need to happen at the football club. Manchester United fans, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Leave them in the comment section down below. And as always, if you enjoy football reviews, my next one will be tomorrow. Arsenal versus Liverpool, a massive game, so stay tuned for that. I've been White Football, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.